Pete here with the smallbusinessresourcecenter.com. I just wanted to share an update on the $3 trillion stimulus package that's being proposed. So last week I had thought that they were going to propose and get something approved quickly based on discussions, but because they're proposing a $3 trillion stimulus, my projection is about 1 or 2 more weeks before they get something agreed upon and approved. The reason why is this is the largest relief package in history. $3 trillion stimulus package is designed to take the existing programs, put more funding into them, and then basically add on some other programs which they feel would be helpful. So I'm going to review the ones I saw very quickly. So when you're looking at the package here, 1 trillion would be going to the HEROES Act. If you saw my other video in detail, it does go over the HEROES Act. I'll try to put a link in the description, but the HEROES Act basically would give frontline and essential workers additional funding to basically pay them, and part of it actually said it would be backdated, to pay them while they're working during and shortly after the coronavirus epidemic here. This also would give additional $75 billion to testing, tracing, and isolation efforts for coronavirus. I'm not really sure if that's needed, and I'm going to say this is my opinion, but if you see the other videos, there's a lot of hospitals that were being built. I think it was 600 some million was spent on temporary hospitals, and some of them, a lot of them actually had 0 patients. That's not me making this up. If you saw my other video, I had the article and it had the list of all the hospitals that were temporarily built and how many patients they saw. There were places like New York who got thousands of patients, but almost all of them actually had 0 or 20 or 30 people. So to spend 600 million, and now they want to spend more money, 700 billion, for something that they just showed might have very few or no results. I just think that's too much money to invest. Sorry about that, my opinion, but let's move on to the next fact. They're also planning on giving up to new rounds of direct payments, up to $6,000 per household. So this has been proposed in different ways. Some of it said a minimum $2,000 for household per month. Some of them went back and said it's the $1,200 stimulus again, which, I kind of think that's too low. $1,200 doesn't really last the 2 months that it's been lasting, but maybe it does for some people. Some of the other things that they said might be priorities and left out would be the paycheck payroll taxes. Payroll taxes actually are being proposed to be reduced or eliminated. And the reason why they're doing that is to help employers bring people back quickly. A lot of the economists are saying because of the coronavirus and the way everything's going, many jobs will be starting slowly, and some of them may not hire back quickly because of the fact of social distancing. Like if you're looking at a restaurant, I was in San Jose. When I was in San Jose, they were already practicing social distancing. So when you were in a restaurant, they were seating every other table. And if you sat at a bar, it was every 3rd bar seat. So when you're looking at that, a restaurant would be about 50% less occupied, even if all the customers tried to come back. Or I should say, even if half of the customers tried to come back during their peak hours because of social distancing. Some of them could get takeout, don't get me wrong, but as far as their normal business, it wouldn't be able to operate. And if they have 50% less customers, a restaurant would not need all the employees, so they might either give them less hours and rotate them, or only do partial hires. So what these programs are trying to do, like this other one, Paycheck Guarantee Act, is to guarantee 100% of workers' wages up to $90,000 a year. So that is another thing that's being proposed. So of course they're getting resistance from the Republican side, and I'm not trying to be partisan when I say this, but it seems like this happens every single time. It always seems to be a partisan thing, and that's why I wish they would just come up with some agreement that would be decided on and saying this, if anything like this ever happens again, we don't have to deal with these bills and arguing back and forth. We can just say this is a plan that we're going to follow, whatever they call it, plan alpha or whatever, and it just automatically gets instituted. Because that's why I'm thinking it's going to be about 2 weeks till all this is said and done and negotiated, because some of the lawmakers are, I don't want to say they don't get it, but they're saying, hey, this is not needed at this time. Maybe 3 trillion is not needed, but so many people have filed unemployment, PUA, PPP loans, EIDL, and it's been about 2 months and still got nothing. I know a lot of people posted my channel and posted on other various platforms and said, I filed my PUA claims or my PPP loan or EIDL, and still don't have an approval. Sadly, myself, I've called and for the EIDL, and they basically said you have to just wait. So they're just so backlogged, and that's what's taking so long. That's why I think that there has to be a better way and something that would be smoother. I don't want to say automated underwriting, but automated underwriting, this is banking. This is not rocket science. So many banks have automated underwriting systems that are pretty simple to use, that they can use common sense. And I'm not against banks, but when you're putting things in the hand of banks where people have to apply and do all this stuff because of a disaster, it just overcomplicates it. They should have some type of program that's direct to the government that takes out banking, so there's no banking fees and everything like that, because that's just giving us more debt. The government should basically become the debtor, if you ask me, solely, not giving PPP loans, which are forgivable, to banks, and they're giving it to us, and then we have to do what we have to do. They should just say, you're getting it directly from the government, and then the government could deal with us. Less banking fees, automated underwriting, and a much simpler process to get everything moving. That's my opinion on that little situation there and what could be done to make things quicker and easier. And that's, I don't know, if you have a better idea, comment below. Let me know what that better idea is. It's sad because when you're looking at this from our point of view, you're like, why does this have to be so complicated and basically a mess that just doesn't make any sense? But anyways, that is the $3 trillion stimulus. If this helped you out, also smash a like button. Share it with a friend if you want to help them, and subscribe to my channel somewhere here. There's a subscribe button somewhere. It really would help me out, and you would get updated on the latest information that I can find. If you need help with anything, also comment below on what you need help with. I will do my best to try to help you out. This is a small business and help personal development page. That's what the Small Business Resource Center is. We're here to help you succeed. Have a great day and good luck.